Okay. Right now, I'm so pissed off. My stomach hurts. I just can't even. Mm, I'm just gonna try and start from from an educational place, because a lot of times misplaced anger comes from being uneducated. So I'll try and just start, um, obviously, by saying that, first of all, even though you wear weaves, if you have natural hair, then you already understand some of the problem. Um, the problem is not that people want, well, the problem is that people want to wear perms, but you have people with natural hair who are thinking deeper about why we want to do this to our hair, and then you have people who have perms who don't really care to think, and nobody's really ever asked them to. So they're kind of mad because they're saying, what's the problem? There is no problem because they're not thinking about it. And then you have people with natural hair who are considering. Just because somebody considers something, it doesn't make them crazy. And the reason why people are constantly trying to get people into their coven, is because they're actually concerned for other people. And I know that not everybody is like me and actually concerned with people's best interest. And I know that there's some really mean people out there in this world. So I can't really speak for them. I know for me, however, the problem comes in alopecia. I remember sitting in class and we just started discussing alopecia. And my teacher, my college that I went to was predominantly white in a suburb, a fairly large college actually. Um, I had probably 1,000 people just in that biology class alone. And my teacher put up a picture of a black person's edges when we began to discuss alopecia. When I flipped to the book, because I got offended, because anybody can get alopecia, but when I flipped to the book, in the textbook, under alopecia was 2 pictures of black women. I kid you not. I kid you not. Traction alopecia, if you look up right now, you Google it, Traction, traction alopecia, you will find black people. White people have decided that it's us. And you know why? It's because of weaves, mainly weaves and braids, because of pulling your hair too tight. And they sit up there in their classrooms and in their other places of education, and they look down on us and they say, I wonder why these dumb blacks, they pull their hair so tight, or they put those chemicals on their hair that take out their edges. Yes, there is the 5 to 7% of people who maybe don't lose their edges, or because you're 18 years old, you still haven't experienced any alopecia due to the chemicals or because of the pulling that you put on your edges. Those people are out there, just like the same people who can smoke and not get lung cancer. Those people are out there too, smoke their whole lives, never get lung cancer. Does that mean that I want you to go out and smoke 10 packs every day till you die? No, it doesn't. And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go up to you, I'm gonna be like, dude, why don't you quit? It's not because I'm trying to bring you into my coven of non-smokingness because I'm obsessive. It's because I've thought about the repercussions of what you've done, and you haven't, and I'm trying to help you out. And I'm just so sick of people not wanting to take that and just be real with it. Be real with it. Yes, there might be 5 or 6 people who can afford to get perms and never lose their edges, but for the most of us, the perms and the pulling of the weaves is going to take your edges right out. And then when you go to the dermatologist, they're going to take pictures of your head and post it up to their books and their websites and use you as another example of dumbass black people who can't figure it out and what the hell is wrong with them, and they're all losing their hair. That's why it's embarrassing. That's why we tell you to go natural, because it's embarrassing, because your lack of foresight and knowledge is embarrassing to other blacks and other people who don't have to deal with nappy hair. Other people who just have straight hair that just wake up in the morning and their hair just falls down to the side, and they don't understand why you're losing your edges, and they don't understand why your hair is so stiff, and when you turn and go like this, your hair just goes like that. They don't understand that. I understand that because I went through it, and I want to help you to not be like that anymore. Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing when you hear guys talking about, oh, I can't pull my girl's hair when we're having sex because it might fall out. It's embarrassing. You'd rather just deal with the hair that you have on your head than to put some new hair or to pull the hair out that you have because you're trying to get something that you don't naturally have. It's just... Okay, I'm sorry, and I know that it came out so angry, but it's because if you don't think, you can't get mad at somebody who does think. And if you have somebody who seriously watched good hair and saw that perms, if you leave it on the skin too long, can actually chew a hole through even a can, a metal can, and somebody says to you, hey, you know that thing that eats holes into metal, you shouldn't put it on your head, and then you label them as some kind of nut. That's crazy. That's crazy, and that's hateful and spiteful. And I understand everybody should be able to allow to do whatever they want to do, and you're absolutely right. Just like, you know, I believe in the right to have abortion, because you should be able to be allowed to do whatever you want to do. But does that make abortion right? Should I go have sex and every month have an abortion? You know, I don't know. That's where I come from. And 9 times out of 10, I don't say anything. But when I go to my favorite person's channel, or I look up somebody, you know, and I want to see how to do their makeup, and I'm perusing through their videos, and to see a big nappy head with a red line through it, give me a break. That's just so rude. I have natural hair. It's just so rude. Like, I just want to learn how to look at my face. It's fucked up. I need to learn how to put makeup on my face. The last thing I want to see is somebody talking about how people with natural hair are evil when all I'm trying to do is fix my face. So, you can get mad at us if you want to, but you have to understand that it's coming from a good place. You know, you might be one of those people that can eat bacon every day and never have a heart attack, or one of those people that can smoke weed and smoke cigarettes every day and never get lung cancer. But the majority of people who do that are going to get that, and they're going to die. Now, for black people, you have now become the definition of alopecia. And most women who have natural hair are just trying to help you not look so dumb. Because you don't want to be the person with your edges in a dictionary, do you? And I don't want to be the person learning about how all people that look like me have to get perms and have to have tight braids and nobody knows why. And I don't want nobody asking me, why is it that people put these tight braids in their hair all the time? To sew in weaves? Why would somebody do that? Shit, I don't know. So yeah, the next time I talk to somebody, I might be like, man, don't do that, because you really don't know what people are saying about you behind your back. You really don't. Or now you do.